Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for this video. This is the first time that I'm going to be joining the Cookbook Collab hosted by Southern Wife Everyday Life. And what this is this Cookbook Collab is hosted by Tamara over at Southern Wife Everyday Life. And the goal of this is that once a month we are going to actually cook from one of these. Yes, I know it's archaic. We all use Google and Pinterest and all the things internet. We're gonna actually be cooking from a book. It seems like we've kind of gotten away from books. So that's the purpose of this collab, is just to get out your cookbook and let's cook from a cookbook recipe. So what we're gonna be doing once a month, it's the last Friday of every month, so mark that on your calendar. We're gonna be cooking for a cookbook. Cooking not for a cookbook, we're going to be cooking from a cookbook, and we're going to be posting that to a playlist where you're going to see all kinds of different videos from different YouTube channels that are sharing their favorite cookbook recipes. And so I'm so excited to do this. When you're through watching my video, head over to Tamara's channel, Southern Wife Everyday Life. I will have her channel linked down below. I will also have the playlist linked down below where you're going to see tons of different cookbook recipes, and I'm sure they're all going to be super delicious. I want to thank you for coming to my channel, and let me tell you what cookbook I'm going to be using today. I found this cookbook and I'm really excited about it because it's all about Instant Pot recipes. This is Dinner Under Pressure. Does anybody else like that song? That David Bowie song, Under Pressure? Yeah. But anyway, this is the cookbook I'm going to be using, and I'm really excited about the dish that I'm making. It's something I've never made before. We're going to be making a Cajun corn chowder. It is able to be made in under 20 minutes. It costs probably around $5 depending on the way you choose to do your ingredients, and it smells delicious. And it tasted amazing. So again, thank you for coming. Check out Tamara's channel after you watch this video, and let's get cooking. Also, if you are interested in a cookbook all about Instant Pot recipes, I will have this cookbook linked in the description box below so that you can check it out for yourself. So here is the cookbook. It's Dinner Under Pressure, 6 ingredient instant one pot meals. And I'm going to be checking out this Cajun corn chowder. I've never made a corn chowder, but this sounded like it had a lot of flavor and I could do this within a good budget. So the first thing that I need to do is cut up about half of this onion. The recipe calls for like a small onion, but I have this onion. I wouldn't call it small. So I just decided to do half of this onion, so I'm going to cut this into a small dice. The recipe calls to dice up 5 slices of bacon. I thought I had videoed that, but I guess I didn't, but it's okay. So I have this turkey bacon. Now I bought the turkey bacon because it fits into a tight budget better than real bacon. But you could choose to use real bacon, whatever bacon you want. I'm going to use 5 slices of this turkey bacon. And since I'm using the turkey bacon, I am going to have to add a little more oil into my Instant Pot. So I have my Instant Pot set on the saute function. That just kind of heats the bottom and allows me to saute. So I'm going to add some oil in, and then I'm going to add in my turkey bacon. If I had regular bacon, I probably wouldn't need to add as much oil because there's a lot of fat in regular bacon, but in turkey bacon, not as much fat. So I'm going to be adding this in and just keep giving this a stir until my bacon is cooked through. This is a great way to add flavor to many dishes, but you just want to make sure that you keep stirring this so that this doesn't stick to the bottom of your Instant Pot. After the bacon was cooked, I removed it to a paper towel lined plate. I added in my onion and I'm scraping up the bacon bits off the bottom of the Instant Pot. Don't forget this step, y'all. This is where tons of flavor lies. So I'm just going to let these onions go until they're translucent, and then it's time to build the soup. Once my onions are cooked, it's time to add in the seasonings. So I have this Louisiana Cajun seasoning. You could use any Cajun seasoning that you might have on hand. I'm going to use 1.5 teaspoons, and I'm going to just add that here on top of my onions. Then I'm going to give that a stir, and I need to add in my salt and my pepper. I'm going to be using 1 teaspoon of salt and 1/2 teaspoon of coarse pepper. Next, I'm going to add in 2 cans of drained whole kernel corn. You could use frozen corn. You could use corn off the cob that you cut. This was just an economical way for me to fit the budget, so I just used 2 cans and drained them. I'm going to give this a stir and let all of those seasonings coat the corn and the onions. Next, I have added in 2 cups of chicken stock. I just used some chicken stock that I had made up and then was in my freezer, or you could certainly buy chicken stock or use bouillon cubes. Now I have turned the saute off. I have put my lid onto the Instant Pot. I have made sure to turn the knob to sealing, and I'm going to hit pressure cook, and this only has to cook for 6 minutes. 6 minutes, and then we'll be ready to finish up our corn chowder. Once that 6 minutes is up, I'm going to do a quick release by turning the knob to venting. Be very careful. This is hot and has a lot of pressure, and we're going to be ready to finish our soup. So here is our soup. We're going to set it back to saute, and we are going to be trying to bring this to a boil. I am going to be adding in some half and half. We need 1 cup of cream. You could use half and half. You could use heavy cream. Whatever you have on hand. I have half and half, so I'm going to use 1 cup of that. I'm going to add that to my soup, and I'm going to stir that in and let this come to a boil, and that's going to help the soup thicken. And here is my soup. You can see that it is boiling. It is thickening up so nicely. It smells amazing. And so we are going to turn this off. We are going to let this cool for a minute, and our soup is ready to serve. And here is our completed soup. I topped that with the bacon that I used at the beginning. This looked so amazing. It tasted amazing. It smelled wonderful. This was a great Cajun corn chowder. Thanks for watching. I hope you go check out Tamara's channel and the Cookbook Collab playlist. I'll see you next time. Bye.